Go ahead.
All right. We're back, guys, from break. And Semmler's getting a smoke right now. I thought he was back, but I guess he's not quite back yet.
He's right there, dude. Calm down.
I'm here, dude.
Why are you
Don't
such
worry.
a hater, man?
I'm just gonna it's gonna be awkward. I'm just gonna walk over when I want to add something to the conversation.
How do you hear us, dude?
Speakers, dude.
How come we can't hear it though? Man, he's got a good mic, man. If we can't hear it.
It's a bullshit, Mike.
Bullshit mic.
I don't remember the word for it. Suck a D.
All right, so we're going to be talking about positive. I just realized that we skipped over the positivity versus negativity topic, which really stemmed from the conversation you had with Axeltoss. You can see. I think you made a video all about it, like right here.
No, dude, you're
guys
dumb.
Can
You
check
and
this out.
Control Hotbid, all
We're
you
all dumb?
slasher, you're all dumb.
What did we do?
And it's basically
I don't know, man, it's frustrating.
pretty much a few hours of Steven and Axeltoss going back and forth, just generally about. I think Axeltoss was arguing about being more positive, or just the effects of just being positive about things and not being so critical and negative about things. Would that be about how you would sum it up, Steven?
Sure.
So anyways, I kind of want to see what your thoughts are on just that way of thinking, because there are definitely some people in our community that don't say negative things, like, ever. They just focus on the positive and stick with that, and that's
Isn't this what Day 9 built his career on?
Yep, exactly. Day 9's the perfect example of it, right? And then you have guys who are the complete opposite. Guys
James.
James, TB, and even Steven to a degree, right? It's not that you guys are overly critical, but you guys are not, you guys don't hold back, that's for sure, right? So
Destroying the scene, one post, one video, one show at a time.
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
Absolutely. So what do you guys think of that? What do you think is, I guess, the pros of doing both, or just being like either one side or the other?
You want to take a crack at this, Steven, or should I?
I mean, I think that critique is good, and if people are being super critical of you, it means you need to pay attention to it. There you go. That's my crack. Go for it.
Yeah, I think you spoke about it for half an hour, so you pretty much covered everything you needed. Guys, if you want to get Destiny's opinion, go check out the YouTube video. He talked about it for half an hour with Axeltoss. It was great. It was enlightening. It was good stuff.
Oh, shit.
He didn't even watch it all the way through. Listen to this guy bullshitting over here, man.
Oh wait, I watched it all the way through.
Did
What are
you watch
talking
it?
about?
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I thought I gave it to you like 20 minutes in, so.
Fucking half an hour, yo. I watched the
Yeah,
whole
dude.
damn thing.
All right, so what do you think, Semmler?
There's a lot. I'll sit up for this one. I mean, it's about finding a
Can
balance.
you get it out? Holy shit.
No, it's about finding a balance. It's about finding a
Okay.
balance.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're always saying, constructive criticism is exactly what you need. Constructive criticism, something that you can build off of. It's like when you all right, speaking from like a hosting perspective, when I see somebody, posting a comment being like, it really fucking annoys me how he jiggles his foot. He moves his foot. It's nervous. It's fucking horrible. And I'm like, okay, that's something that I can use, and that's something that I can work with and fix so that I don't do that anymore, and that guy's not going to be annoyed with me. If somebody's just like, lol, he's gay, he's French, he's a faggot, he's got earrings, lol, 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 I'm just like,
Whoa!
all right, well, fuck that.
Can we turn the language down? Holy
Oh,
shit.
sorry, bro.
You just dropped that out of nowhere.
We've been saying fuck all gay, all thing
my
long, so whatever.
God.
But I'm just saying what I've been seeing. So I was like different comments. It's like obviously constructive criticism is what you're looking for, and then you just have the troll, retards, sad people who are out there. So you got to find the difference between the two and look at the constructive criticism. Now, what's funny is living in fucking in the good studio is completely different because everybody's pricks, really. Well, not everybody, but most people.
That's a.
I'm
That's
living
one
with
way to
James
put
and
it.
Mike. And Mike is like that likable prick that you learn to love. And James is also kind of like that likable prick, but more of a prick than, the likable prick. He's just a prick. But like it's constant negativity in the house. So it's an interesting thing because you kind of have to deal with that, where it's like constant negativity about anything and everything that's happening in esports, versus, and then you look at like the day 9 perspective, where it's like constant positivity and uplifting, and like, oh yeah, we're really doing a great job, guys, and this is awesome, and we're growing esports, and we're helping support each other, and you're like, yeah, cool, but then you also have to keep in mind the negativity that's coming out of it, where it's like, no, you're kind of fucking around with this, or this is weak, or this could have been improved, or that segment of the show could have been done better, or whatever. So it's about finding that happy medium between the two, where you have the constructive criticism and also the positive shit, where like, yeah, that was good.
I think you've also got to consider that we're looking at a very different system here. There's a big difference between critiquing an individual and trying to better an individual, and critiquing a business and trying to make it better.
I think I was a little bit broad, but
if we're
applying it to a company, I don't agree with it at all with Axel. I think you should stick it to him, because
yeah. Because like with an individual, there's that whole saying, like, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Whether or not that's true biologically, but like it's the idea that if you're nicer to somebody, it's more like it's just a better way to get them to do what you want them to do, by being kind to them. So like if somebody, like if you're in the workplace and there's an employee that's fucking something up, as a manager, you don't go over to them and you're like, dude, like, you fucking suck. You're so bad at this job. Like, oh my fucking God, I can't believe we pay you to do this shit. It's hilarious. And you wouldn't say that to somebody because they'd feel like shit and they wouldn't do it. You would give them pointers, or you'd help them out, and you'd try to help them do things, But with a business, like, they're getting paid to do it, and it's their job to do it. And their financial livelihood is on the line with every product that they create and sell. So businesses don't really have the luxury of demanding criticism come in the form of kindness or niceness, because it's irrelevant whether or not the people that critique them are nice or not, because by the end of the day, they live or die by their sales. So to say that you have to be nice or to be kind or to be lighthearted with your critique of how a business operates, I think kind of shows a fundamental misunderstanding of how businesses operate. Like, a business doesn't operate as a person who's trying not to get their feelings hurt. A business operates as a firm that's just trying to sell your product at the end of the day, So they should be doing whatever they can to make that product better. So whether it's responding to good or bad criticism or whatever, like, it's irrelevant. Like, you have to look at what the community's saying, and you've got to fucking work with it. You don't have time when you're making 6-7 figures in a company like that to cry because somebody in a forum like said a bad word or used a mean phrase to describe your product. It doesn't work that way in the business world.
No, you're absolutely right. That's kind of how you have to take it, and you also have to understand that pretty much practically all of esports, unless you count the international now, I guess, is based off of marketing dollars. It's a marketing budget that these companies are putting into making these events happen, making these tournaments happen. Asus ROG, they don't do this out of the benevolence of their hearts. I know Marcus is a great guy and all, but like, they're putting their money into this to get a return on it. And so the idea that, oh no, like, we should just be fully positive, blah blah blah. No, it's you need to be there. You need to be able to speak your mind when they fuck up. You have to be able to say, like, no, this isn't what we want at all. Now, whether that company is going to listen to you or not is a different story, and that's kind of what's going on with the big question with WCS. I know for a fact that they see and hear everything, and so like any little thing that goes by, it's very rare that it gets missed. So whether it's negative, positive, whatever, they're going to see it. But whether it has an effect or not on people who are actually making the decisions, that's the fucking kicker, isn't it? And a company like Blizzard, who is already moving, and also something else that you have to keep in mind is, at least from an esports perspective, is that esports is actually a very fucking tiny portion of, the StarCraft 2. If we're talking about StarCraft 2, like StarCraft 2, esports is tiny compared to the actual people who just buy the game to play the fucking single player mode. And the story mode, like, they never even touch the multiplayer. They never even touch the online.
I want to say, I thought the number was like 50% of the people that bought StarCraft 2
No,
only ever play the single player.
It's actually bigger than that. It's closer to like 60 or 70, man. It's fucking scary. The first time I saw it, I didn't believe it. I was just like, what? Really? Like, it's that drastic? It's like that drastic, that clear? But
People have a
apparently,
really
like,
hard time understanding that when you go to a place like Team Liquid or StarCraft Reddit, even though those communities seem really big to people like us, it's a very small percentage of the overall. Like the
esports as a
StarCraft
whole.
subreddit is a small subdivision of the people that buy the game. StarCraft 2 shipped 5 million copies, and there are 150,000 subs on StarCraft Reddit. Like you start to realize that the online communities are not necessarily representative of everybody that plays the game.
Oh, and we had
Yeah.
to learn this the hard way in BLC. I mean, in BLC, or I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, Bloodline Champions. It was the game that I started, like getting into esports with. It was the game that I fucking adored. But it was always that kind of discussion with the devs where it was like, well, we want to make these changes for the competitive community, but the thing is that the competitive community is not, what is making us dollars right now. You have to look at it like a donut. You got the big, soft fucking sugar-coated goodness. That's your casual market base. Those are the guys who are spending the dollars on your game that are making everything run. And then you have the whole, and the whole is the fucking esports community. So you take the big donut and then you take the whole, and you can see the difference.
Yeah.
So
when you're,
like,
so when we're talking about the community, we're talking about individuals in the community. It's like, keep going, Sam. Sorry if I interrupted.
No, I'm just saying,
No,
like,
I was just
this is
saying
kind
that,
of like playing to that negative thing where it's like it's hard not to be cynical. It's hard not to be negative when you think about all this, because it's a frustrating position to find ourselves in, where we realize we're actually the small kids in the schoolyard.
Sure,
But-
sure. But one thing to point out though too is that I think the community, the bigger personalities and bigger figures in our community, I think they're judged a little bit differently too. Like I think some random guy in the community can have a a thought, and we'll either we can just, depending on how he presents it, we either just disregard it or we take it into account. But I think the big issue is, at least with you made this comment that everybody here, like all the publishers are listening, like especially like our shows and stuff like that, right? When we're talking about WCs and that sort of thing, is that we hear from these publishers, like we all do. I mean, I think all the personalities have heard something from a publisher just saying, hey, what's the how productive are you being by being negative? Right? And the reason is because the personalities, they have influence on parts, their fan base. They can influence them just by what they feel. That's just how the fan base is sometimes. Some people like to agree with their, whoever they really, really like. And, because of that, I think that, we have to be so careful with our negativity right now. And whether it's right or wrong, I mean, that's kind of where we are, right? Just
So you're on Axeltoss's side? Are we going to draw sides here?
No, I'm not.
The problem is, like, you're so fucked. If you're at the point where, like, we have to be really careful. Like, this reminds me of, like, Owned, when I switched back to Twitch, and I was like, I was fucking done with it. And the guy messaged me, he's like, hey, you switched earlier in your contract. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, like, that's against your contract. And I was like, yeah, but, like, I'm not getting paid anyway, so you can't really dock me for it. And he's like, well, if you do this, we're going to go into, like, a critical meltdown. Like, it would be really bad. I was like, what the fuck do you want me to do, man? Like, it's like the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
If you're at the point to where, like, if you say anything bad, you're going to fuck our game up really bad, like, it's not a good sign,
No, it really isn't.
And also, like, none of the Blizzard guys that messaged me offered to pay me to be, like, a Blizzard publicist, so it's not like I'm not going to fucking do free advertising. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, that's retarded. Fuck that.
Yep. I mean, the point I was trying to make is that, I definitely think that it's definitely important to have a mixture of the two. Like, be positive about things when things deserve to be positive. Like when there are things that are being done right, and then be negative, right, whenever, or just be critical whenever there are things that need to be changed.
What is Blizzard's reward for doing a good job?
Sales, right? I mean, just revenue.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
If they do a good job, like, they get fucking money and shit for it. Like, that's what they're all in the business to do. Like, you're not in business as Blizzard to, like, at the end of the day, the CEO of the company doesn't go online and go, like, it's time to see how my company's doing, and then read posts on StarCraft Reddit. And he's like, oh my god, these kids are talking so much shit. Like, what a terrible... How am I going to explain to the shareholders that these kids are all talking shit on a forum? No, it's going to be like, our sales were good or our sales were shit, Like,
Right.
At the end of the day, like, that's the most important thing. I feel like there's, like, this really, like, immature understanding of a business that wants to make money, that you have to temper your criticism with kindness. Otherwise, like, everybody will be offended and will start crying. Like,
It's a Care Bear society we live in now, though, man.
yeah, like, that's so not the case. Like, you do a really fucking good job. Like, your money is made on sales and shit. And if people are unhappy in the community, like, you have to take that critique and you've got to work with it. It doesn't matter if it's nice or not. Like, it's just how the fucking world works. Like,
Yeah, yeah. One thing to take into account too is that being critical, especially on like platforms like shows like this, is more entertaining than being positive, right?
well, I wasn't even getting into that, but yeah, that's true too.
I mean, like Semmler, like y'all's show. You're right. All those guys are pricks. You know, I love them all too, but that's why you guys are so damn entertaining. Is because you guys.
Oh
are
yeah, don't get
pricks.
me wrong. Like throwing me under the bus is great entertainment. It's fucking perfect, man. That's what people tune in for. So I mean, you know, it also comes down to what's entertaining for people and not, I suppose. But you know, as far as the good show is concerned,
I think it's pretty disgusting that James makes so much money just being negative in the community. I'm actually gonna agree with Axetos on that. He makes all of his money bashing the hard work of other people. Fucking, it's gross. He's a disgusting person.
yeah,
Alright, this isn't gonna lead anywhere, man. I can
that could
already
be
tell.
valid. That can be valid. Oh, hey, Nathanius, what's up? You dirty whore.
Hey,
Haven't seen
Nathan,
you in
you
too long, man.
dirty whore. All right, I think that's gonna be it for that topic. Let's Okay, what should we do next? All right, let's do some Q&A next. Henry, you still there?
Yep.
All right, Henry's just been waiting, man. He's been waiting to come in here. All right, so what kind of questions we got from the viewers?
Well, there was a lot of questions based on WCS, and
Oh,
well,
God.
the general consensus is, what would you guys do to fix it up? And
We
like,
just
such as like,
Oh, fuck.
Didn't we do this?
Did we
like,
just
for the
say like
past
30
20
minutes
weeks in a
on
row?
this?
no, but like, would you guys,
Oh,
how would you guys change like region locking?
lock
leave
the
it to
fucking
you.
regions. Okay, done.
I really like seeing Koreans win every tournament. Actually,
Yeah.
should keep
No,
that.
no. It's just it comes back to last year. You actually cared about who the fuck won your regional tournament because that homeboy was from your country or from
Homeboy
your
was
area.
a
Are you
homeboy.
saying
So-
that Violet can't be a true North American hero? It's not
or
born bred apple
MVP
pie.
MVP changing his name. He's
To
Jurgen now,
Jurgen.
so he's German. Yeah, man. Fully in it for MVP.
Oh man.
No,
Hey,
it's
man,
just
Violet
I don't
really
give two
wants
shits. I
to
don't give
be,
two shits.
man.
I want the hype that we had from last year, where it was like Stephano won France, and then you just had these guys. You were like this guy is my I'm looking up to him now. He is the one who is dominated in our scene from our country. He's going to the WCS, which actually means something because it's the best from every country around the world, or every country around the world, and they're gonna compete, and we'll see who comes out on top. Like that was fucking dope. Now it's just like, okay, there's everybody everywhere, and cool. There's a Korean here, there's a Korean there, there's a Korean everywhere, and there's also, but okay, we can go for some positivity here. Some Koreans did get beaten in Europe, so there is that. There is some positivity to be had. But it's still just like fucking region lock it, man. Please, just make it so that it has a taste of what we had last year. Despite the fact that it's the biggest thing and the only thing basically happening right now. So if you're not in it, you're out, and that kind
All
of
right,
sucks.
so
but,
you want country region locking.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Next question.
So, what do you guys feel about like a Chinese player being the new foreign hope? Do you guys feel like more invested in that player as like Stefan,
Made
as you
in
were
China?
That's a
Stefano?
good question.
Like
I
if
can relate
Jip
way
was-
more to a Chinese person than a Korean. It's just like the worlds are so similar. I think.
You're such a-
When I think of things like Rambo or Arnold Schwarzenegger,
God.
I guess that's actually funny because Arnold isn't technically American. But when you think of like those big American things, like
Hey, he
Chinese
was the
people,
governor of my state, man.
Oh
Calm-
God. The bankrupt state.
Hey, we got plenty of money. We're Hollywood. We aren't going nowhere.
they got more money than Detroit.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh no, they do.
Oh, man.
So okay, so do we?
I thought Arnold was
I-
from Austria.
He's Austria, yeah. He's
Yeah.
from Austria.
But he American now.
American as
Yeah.
fuck.
He's been American for a while.
Yeah.
The only thing Austrian about him is his accent, and even that. Alright.
The only thing Austrian about him is his look.
What next?
All right, so wait, let me answer real quick. So China, for me, it's no different, honestly, because well, actually, I know the Koreans more than I know the Chinese. So is
Wait,
it a
what's your last
foreigner?
name again?
Huh? Yeah, so it's I don't know. They're almost faceless to me right now, honestly. So next question.
Alright. So a lot of us know that Blizzard has a lot of employees and people working on Blizzard All Stars or the MOBA coming out. Do you think once the game comes out, more resources will be dedicated to SC2, or will it still focus on MOBA?
There's
Well,
another
Blizzard's
project
MOBA.
called Titan, I think, that's going on too. So
And Blizzard only allocates a company will only allocate its resources towards things that it expects to generate revenue. So that's why we saw a whole bunch of new features being implemented for StarCraft when Heart of the Swarm launched, because it was to push Heart of the Swarm sales. You'll probably see a little bit more attention paid to StarCraft 2 come Legacy of the Void to push Legacy of the Void sales. But it's not like a company's never gonna end up in a point where like, well, we finished that project. It's time to just dump a whole bunch of man hours into this other thing that we're not, making any money off of. Like, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That about sums it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that being said, maybe they will, because Blizzard is always going to be rolling in the pussy, or the dollars, with fucking Blizzard Dota All Stars or whatever. That game is going to be huge. The next big thing, right?
Yeah, man.
Let's
Dota,
see,
LoL, Han,
Let's see.
Blizzard All Stars. We got this. And there's a couple Chinese ripoffs too going through. They're supposed to be pretty good.
Oh shit.
It's a competition. It's good.
God, man. I don't think we'll ever have Chinese viewers of this show after tonight.
Why not?
And I'm like, I'm like
sure there's
Chinese.
already,
I'm Chinese
like,
too. That's the funny part.
There's already like an Ascending the Ladder ripoff in like Taiwan that's I'm sure is wildly
Ascending
popular,
the
right?
ladder. Oh god.
It's
Next question.
ascending the stairs.
Next question.
This one's a bit specific to Destiny. How long have you been playing piano for, and what got you into it? And did you learn by yourself, or was there a teacher?
I still don't even play piano. I just play for fun. I've always just played for fun.
Were you trained?
No, I just play for fun. I know a lot of music theory, and piano is very easy to figure out shit if you know music theory, so I just like play like that. But I wouldn't, because I'm not like a piano player. Like, you can't give me music and I'll learn like big pieces and shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
That's all I got. Oh,
Really? That's it?
yeah.
Dude, I saw
A
some
lot of
You're
interesting
not
shit,
reading the
didn't
troll
I?
questions. That's
Hold
where it is.
on.
A lot of
Is it
questions
shit
are
we already
on
talked about?
WCS, and you guys covered a lot of the bases.
Let's see.
We did kind of talk a lot about WCS and a bit about TI3.
I mean, that's all that's going on right now, man.
Well, link the thread.
ChanManV, when will we see our Destiny emote? Steven, can I use your face?
No, do I get royalties for it?
Fuck you, man. Never. Wolf Squad.
Yo, so YouTube opened up streaming to people with as few as 100 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I heard that. Somebody told me that yesterday.
Do you think they're finally gonna start to take it more seriously?
Oh, God. Who knows?
Oh shit, son. That would be really fucking good. The sooner that YouTube gets involved in the streaming scene, the sooner Twitch can start to fix some of its shit.
As soon as
Okay.
Twitch dies. you
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, boy. Let's see how many... how many...
mean- No. Hold on. All right, put this in perspective. Think about, chew on this for a moment.
Oh, here we
Think
go.
about everybody, okay, so Twitch, that you've got like 20, 30, 40,000 followers, okay, I'm just throwing these numbers out there. So you go live and 30,000 people get an email saying, hey, this motherfucker's live right now, go watch his shit. Sweet. Now think about guys like Total Biscuit and PewDiePie who have got millions of subscribers. If they go live, think about how many emails are going out, and think about how many people are going to be tuning in on that shit to watch that, like, live happen right there.
The idea that you could bridge your YouTube subscribers with a live stream is a really amazing concept. I don't.
No way.
Yeah.
When did that happen? Or has that happened?
What? Oh no
Does
no
it
no
happen?
that no I'm like if you could stream on YouTube, that's essentially
okay,
what you'd be doing. You know, if
Well,
you've
I mean, it's
got
not
a
like you-
million subscribers, the ability to access the million
You can
subs
do it right
instantly.
now.
No,
You don't
can't.
think Total Biscuit like
Dude,
like,
you
put
load
something
a
in its
video, you
feed?
get an email, don't you?
Dude,
With
you can
what?
put something in your feed
You load
and you get an email.
video, and all of your subscribers get an email saying you loaded that video.
Yeah.
On
Correct?
YouTube? Oh yeah. I'm just saying the ability to live stream to your subscribers on YouTube is something that would be really nice to do. If you're somebody who has 1 million subs on YouTube, the ability to flip a switch and to have access to all of them in a live stream on YouTube at that very moment in time, that's like a very attractive.
It centralizes
Dude,
everything.
it's fucking
It centralizes
mind-blowing.
everything.
Yeah.
It's fucking mind blowing when you got guys like it's just like that's something that we've been talking about a lot around the house lately. It's just like what happens when YouTube does actually go with live streaming and makes it accessible to everybody. You have these guys who are rolling around with millions of subs. They go live. It has to be. I mean, it doesn't make sense to have it any other way than to treat it the way when you load a new video. You load a new video. Your subs get an email
subs
saying,
all get an email,
"Hey, this guy went to Cockfest 420 and he's got like this long video. Go watch it." Now, if you go live with the stream, what's to say that your 4 million subs aren't going to get an email saying, "Hey, he's live right now talking about this"? Like,
Well, it's great. It's
it's-
great for people that already have a giant YouTube
and the
following already.
the traffic through YouTube completely dwarfs anything going.
Yeah,
through
that's
YouTube.
true.
The
That's
archiving
right.
system on YouTube is obviously far superior to Twitch's. The ability to archive VODs, to save videos on YouTube and whatnot, makes navigating that kind of stuff a lot easier to have it. The whole AdSense system is obviously an amazing tool for advertising and whatnot, and the money that you make and their transparency and their ad shit. If you make a money living off of the ads of Twitch, and then you talk to people like Total Biscuit or Husky about what ad revenue is, or you look at your own YouTube channel, it's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, like that's a fucking understatement.
So for folks that are already giant YouTube, YouTube personalities, have a ton of subscribers, of course, this is great. Makes their life easier. They don't have to run 2 channels and one that's, there's live streaming channels.
You don't have to worry about
smaller.
lag in Europe. You don't have to worry about
Yeah, I mean, okay,
the
so
random
all that
bullshit
stuff, right?
like the servers. And...
If you're somebody starting out though and wants to do like gaming videos or gaming streaming, I mean, isn't navigating YouTube going to be just as hard from a discovery standpoint, or maybe even harder, just given that YouTube is so, it's just so widespread. I mean, they don't just
Why?
do gaming like Twitch, right?
But you
I
can
mean-
just do like Twitch. You can have featured streams or whatever. At the
Yeah,
top
but
of the
you have
page.
featured music streams and sport. I mean, you have all kinds of different genres in YouTube versus Twitch, which is only gaming, right?
Yeah, but it's already. I mean, you look at YouTube; it's already tailored for your tastes. They already look at what you're watching and then suggest
the
videos
suggesting.
for you to watch that are like, okay, you like video games? Well,
Yeah.
here we're gonna hit you with every video game thing we've got, or no, you like RTS games in particular, so we're gonna hit you with these. It's
Yeah.
the same sort of concept. It's like, okay, well, you like Good Morning America streams. Okay, well, we're gonna give you a variety of Good Morning America streams that are live right now. It's the same. It's the same concept. It'd be super easy to fix and do right.
Yeah, the recommendation engine would
if
be
they
awesome.
really wanted to do it, that's why I said like the problem. There has to be like one fucking intern or something at Google that wants to get like promoted or something. Like there needs to be that one guy, and his project needs to be, I'm gonna get promoted at Google. I'm gonna make the streaming shit work. That just has to happen. And there's like they could do everything. Like if Google were to take it seriously, like they would Twitch would go down like in 2 days. Like it would be done. Like
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
everybody like. The less segregation of your fan base you can do amongst different social media is like the better, Like I don't want people to watch my live stream on one site and then have to go to YouTube to watch VODs and shit. Like I don't want people to have to go to subscribe to different things and to manage different things because people in general are stupid and you have to train like 4-year-olds. And the more you can get people on like one thing, like I wish like there was a way to even like integrate things like YouTube and Twitter. Like the more integration that you have and the more it's like just one final thing, the better it is for you as a content creator, and in some ways as a consumer of content too, to have that work,
So you don't think it'd be more? You don't think the more competition would be an issue
Can I
for
ban this retard default 01? Yeah. I think
What did
I
he
will.
say?
Goodbye.
Wait, what did he say? Fuck.
No, he was just like, I don't know. Well, he just didn't have really much interesting to say.
Semmler just didn't like his ass.
Okay.
Twi- Oh man, we need a VIP setting in Twitch too. So there's gonna be banning everybody by the end of the video.
Well,
man.
dude, I'm gonna start if they keep up with that shit. No. He was
Oh,
just
boy.
like, well,
Here we
why
go.
can't you? I'll answer your question, Default, because you're so very, excited about
What was
it.
the question? What was the question?
But no. It's like, well, why? Well, okay, hold on. There was a variety, so I'm gonna try and narrow it down. But the way that it works apparently is that why aren't we tweeting, and why aren't we tweeting about the fact that you can go and stream on YouTube? Why aren't we posting on Facebook that we can't go and see our content on YouTube? And the thing is that, bro,
We are.
YouTube would be just the center, the focus. You wouldn't have to go anywhere else. YouTube
be
is just
easier.
so fucking massive, is that if you have the subscribers on YouTube, you don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to go to Twitch anymore. You don't have to go to Twitter or anything. You just focus on YouTube and go from there. Like that's all there is to it. Like YouTube would just crush. The traffic going through that site is fucking mind-boggling.
I wish I read an article. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. I read this really good article that was like really eye-opening about how website design works and shit. And it has to do with this idea that if you start off with a certain number, like really basic stupid shit, you have a website and you want people to go to A, like that's like where you want to drive all your traffic. And like every action that you do serves to drive people away from it. Like if you put it behind like one web page, you'll lose like 30% of clicks like right
Exact-
there. Or if you put it like on a certain part of the page, like if you've got to scroll down even a little bit, like you lose like 60% of the clicks that will go through. Or like based on where you put it on the page, or like little shit like that. Like there's like this huge psychology of how do you design and streamline a web page so that you can funnel as much traffic as possible to point A. And there are books written about like web design just to get this to happen. And people don't realize it because, again, we're really egocentric and you just look at it from like one point of view. But the more streamlined, the more integrated, the less that I have to post something on Facebook to get cross-posted to my Twitter to tell my fans of Twitch that I've posted something on YouTube. Like, the less of that kind of shit that has to go on, the more viewers that I have at the end of the day, the more cash money that I have at the end of the day, the more chicks I get to fuck at the bar because I can afford more drinks, and the happier I am, so the better content I can produce at the end of the day. Like, everybody wins in scenarios where you have this highly streamlined, integrated flow of I create content and I get it out to as many people as possible, you know?
Yep. Definitely one-stop shop, like somebody was saying. That's exactly.
No, but that's exactly right. I mean, it was a little while ago where I changed, like, just to give you an idea or something in context. It was my name on Twitter. I changed it from Semmler the Riot, which I had before, and I didn't like because it was like the riot, blah blah blah. But I had it as Semmler the Riot, and then I put it as Semmler _ SC2, I think. I don't know, but I put it at underscore. And Mark from Blizzard, he's like, why do you have an underscore in your name? Like, you shouldn't have an underscore in your name because that's an extra, difficult character that people have to enter in
That's true.
before they get your name on Twitter. Like, you should just have one name, and that is yours. It is one word, and that is what you have on there. You don't add an underscore, you don't add a hashtag or a fucking dash or whatever. You just have your name. But it's just you have to take that into consideration for everything, where it's like, the more steps you put between points A and B, the more people you're going to lose. So you get it there. So, I mean, if you can focus on YouTube, coming back to Default's question, if you can focus on YouTube and don't go anywhere else. That's it. I don't know.
Underscore, huh? Steven
Yeah, I had an underscore in there and I changed it back. I was like, well, my YouTube, my everything is already Semmler the Riot. It's only my Twitter that's different. Fuck it. Put it back to Semmler the Riot. And I had it before Riot, so fuck Riot.
There you go. Okay, any other questions? Any new questions? You guys can post it on the Reddit thread.
That was Clutch, Juby. That was Clutch. That wasn't me.
That was
I have 4,000 followers. Clutch has 50,000 fake followers.
Oh.
50,000.
I had a bot that followed me at one
It
point
was
in
like,
time.
yeah, but
Some-
wasn't there like an image posted of Clash where there was that one site that tells you how many are fake and how many are real?
And it was like 80% or something.
Yeah. I think the average is like 60% or something like that, and his was like really high, whatever it was.
I had a day where I logged onto my Twitter and I picked up like 25,000 followers in one day out of nowhere. I was up to like 50,000. I had no idea what happened. But then I
Somebody
guess they all
bought
got banned or removed or something. Yeah, because then I went back down to like 28. I was like, okay.
Somebody bought Twitter followers for you. That happened to who did that? That happened to Jay Echo one day too. He had like 10,000 new followers one day. He woke up. It's hilarious. Semmler, can you, Stasia ask Semmler, can you show the kittens so we know that they're still alive?
Oh, fuck Stasia. Stasia, you really coming by the house on August again, motherfucker?
That's what he says. That's what he says.
He's the DreamHack admin for StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
So, Stasia's the dirty little whore. But he should be back around the house soon. And you can see the kittens for yourself then. I don't know, they went running off somewhere. Kittens are free in this house, man. They don't even fit in the blender anymore though, so it's pretty bad.
They all spaded and neutered.
No, are you kidding me? We're not barbarians. We let them run
That's why
free.
you have so many kittens, man.
That's Mingles, man. She's what? I'll quote Austin Powers. She's the village bicycle. Everybody gets a ride.
Whoa.
Wow.
Dude,
Wow.
I mean the kittens are all different colors, so I mean
Shit,
she's getting them from somewhere.
Now we're gonna get all the PETA folks all over our asses now.
When the good show comes back, Kwashi, the good show should come back in September to October.
Lazy fucks.
What's it gonna look
No,
like,
yes.
Similar?
Huh?
What's
I
it
don't
gonna-
fucking know, man. Like that shit. I don't know.
You gonna even talk about StarCraft 2?
Of course we're gonna talk about StarCraft 2, even though we don't have Apollo anymore for StarCraft 2 content. We don't.
You don't have Mike either, do you?
Yeah, we don't have. Well, Mike should be.
What
back.
about the Adabisi guy?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
BC,
talking
he
about.
should be
So-
back.
You
Fuck
you
knows
sure?
though. He should. He should be.
Okay.
It's really just like the good studio guys. The good studio is pretty much a Dota studio now. So just keep
That's
that in
what I
mind.
mean. That's why I was asking you. You're gonna even do any StarCraft 2 more content anymore?
How much does Valve pay off James to shit talk Riot all the time?
Absolutely nothing. You can't divide by the money that he's getting. He's James just does it for the sake of doing it almost. It's pretty interesting the way that he operates.
We'll get James on here one day.
Yeah,
Where's he
that'll
been,
be
by the
fun.
way?
I think
I've been, like-
ChanManV, you better take like a strong shot or two of like whiskey or something before you get James on because you're gonna need to steel yourself.
Dude, I've already experienced the James effect on CTL already.
We'll have before he comes on like a 1 week warning. I'll be like super mean to you the week before just so you can like prep yourself.
Thanks. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what you should do. Destiny's looking out for you.
Shit. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it for the questions. The one last thing I'll do is I wanted to promote my summer giveaway that I'm doing, folks. You guys just hush for a second. But I'm doing a summer giveaway, a bunch of Razer products, which I don't want to see Steven rolling his eyes here, but you can check
What?
it out here, guys, and feel free to enter. If you guys are ready, following me and all that business, just go ahead and enter it using those things anyways, because it registers an entry regardless if you're following me or not. So it's right there. Go ahead and...
Are you able to RMA broken Death Adders if they're given to you as a gift? I'm just looking out for the people that might.
God, you're such a dick.
that might
I'm
get
using a
one.
Death Adder and it's just fucking fine, alright?
You use the scroll wheel on it?
Scroll wheel? Of course fucking no scroll
Me and-
wheel. But
me
you're
and my
using like one
girlfriend-
from like 2005
Me and
or
my
something.
girlfriend is both Death Adders. How is that? Tell me that's not a coincidence. Both the scroll wheels got fucked on them. What now?
What year are they? They have a scroll wheel. Oh, you're talking about the top scroll wheel. Oh, okay.
Yeah, what else are you talking about?
Oh shit, I was thinking.
Fucking
say that
Razer
guy in
shit.
chat.
Why are you guys using Razer shit?
Yeah, fuck you.
Whoa.
Fuck you. Razor shit's fine.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry, Chan. I just noticed your shirt. About that. Never mind. Razer, best product ever.
There you go. There you go.
Wait, how many times have you washed that shirt?
This?
Yeah.
Dude, I got like 10 of these shirts, man.
Oh. I was gonna say, if that survived a ton of trips to the washer, that might be one of the most
Oh,
resilient.
this thing? This thing's probably been in the washer like 5 times.
It's one of their most resilient products yet. It doesn't look like it's
Yeah.
fading or anything.
No, it hasn't faded at all, actually. It's good.
Holy
And
the
you're going to
bicycle.
get one of these shirts too, guys, in the giveaway. Actually, let me just show you the giveaway, Dan. easier. It took me forever to take this picture. Oh my god. I'm not a professional photographer, so like I had to like set this picture up and shit and
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Holy
it looked
shit.
good,
You have a
right?
whole bundle.
It looked pretty good, right? Of course a whole bundle. You think I'm
What?
just giving away a fucking Death Adder? No way, man.
What?
Take
Oh,
care
oh
of
my
this
God! Are those? Is that the same headset that TLO uses? Holy shit! I have to get in
Holy
on
shit. He said it was one of the best ever, didn't he?
Alright, no,
He's a
did.
programmer, so he should know a lot about good headsets, right?
This. Oh man!
Oh god. Check it out, guys. I'm using a new
Hey,
site for
real
video
talk.
What
edits.
I
keyboard
tried to
was
play
that? Hold on, bring up
StarCraft.
the bundle again. I want to see the keyboard.
Yeah, I'm only platinum in StarCraft. Once I get this keyboard and headset, do you think it'll bump me up to Masters or at least Diamond?
Yes, absolutely.
You really think so?
Mhm. Yeah, I think so.
How do I enter this, ChanMan? Could you say again? How do I enter your giveaway?
You can just go to that site right there, and then you can click on the
that
Get
site?
Started,
What's
and then
that
they'll
site?
give you a few ways to
What's
enter
the
into
website, dude?
giveaway.
It just says
Oh,
ChanManV
shit.
Productions. What is it?
What do you mean? It's right here. I already
How
gave
do
it.
I-
I already
right where? I
Wait, there's
can't
a
click on
mouse
it.
button.
I already
Holy
linked on it,
fuck,
man.
bastards! Here I come.
You're such a dick. Such a dick. But anyways, guys, it's for you guys. It's not for these dicks over here. So, or these dicks over here. So, go ahead and enter it, guys, and one of you guys will win. And anybody international or is eligible too. So check it out. All right, let's wrap. Semmler, amazing time having you on. It was fun. Finally getting you on one of my shows.
Dude, anytime. Thanks. I enjoyed it.
What does this mean? Winners are encouraged to assist with the shipping fees. What does that mean, ChanMan?
What?
Dude, that means if they fucking live in Australia and it costs like $200 to ship you it, then I would like some assistance in it because, dude, last Christmas I gave away a
These aren't paying
shitload
for
of
that
shit.
shit?
Last Christmas I gave away a shitload of shit, and I paid like $350 in shipping. So that's why I've been asking folks to help if they can.
What a fucking scam, dude.
Dude, if you don't want to pay for it, then you don't want to pay for it.
It's a giveaway. It's supposed to be fucking free, dude.
Exactly, man. Like
Holy
you're supposed to
shit.
bite the bullet. Or
I was
you're
doing it
supposed
for a
to
while,
specify-
man.
you're
I
supposed to
was
specify,
I
be
was
like,
paying for like
I'm sorry.
all the
If you
freaking
live in
shit.
Alaska, we're not
When you
gonna,
do
we're not gonna
things like
ship.
that, when there are fans of your show, do you realize the cross-pollination between fans of this show and fans of like MLG and WCS? How many ticket sales are being affected by people having to
Reason
ship
why we do
over
it.
ridiculous amounts of money for your fucking shitty shipping bullshit that can't buy tickets to MLG? How is fucking Sundance going to feed his kid tonight?
Hey,
when
dude,
when
they
you're
don't have to enter.
exhausting the community's supply of money.
They don't have to fucking enter, okay? They don't have to enter.
The threads on
Yeah, they
Reddit,
don't
man.
have to,
Threads
but
on
you've already
Reddit.
won the prize. You're like fucking scamming people. Like, well, in order to unlock this $200 worth of gear, I just have to pay
Oh,
fucking
shit.
$20 in shipping. How are they gonna say no to it? I'll just scamp on my WCS pass, this season.
You're
If it's
hurting
20
esports,
bucks,
chat.
You're
if
pretty
it's
much
20 bucks,
directly
that's
killing
nothing,
esports.
okay? 20 bucks is not what I'm worried about. The ones that I'm worried about are
Yeah,
just
but
like
how
the
many
fucking
giveaways
$100.
do you do? Like, let's look at the widespread financial impact that you could have on the community. How many giveaways do you do where people have to cover the shipping?
How many?
Yeah, if they have to pay $300 in shipping, they might as well buy the shit for themselves. I mean,
That's
it's
not
razor
gonna
shit.
be
How expensive
300.
can it be?
That's true. That's true. And so you shouldn't enter it if it's gonna be like 300. If you think it's gonna be $300 in shipping, it's true. I mean, like I've sent headsets to people in Australia, and I've freaking paid like $40 to ship it to them, and they
$40. Holy shit.
They could have bought it for like $60, but I still did it in the past. But so I'm just asking for some assistance. All right, that's all I'm doing. All right. Other
I like the green
fans
in that
were
shirt.
saying that I should do it, so I'm doing it.
Brings out the color in your eyes. I like it. It's good.
All right, let's wrap. Semmler, any kind of shout outs and thank yous you want to do?
Dude, thanks to you, man. Thanks to you guys for having me. Fucking A. This was a lot of fun. That's pretty much it, man. Shout outs to the Good Studio, I guess. Goodstudio.com. Check out whatever the fuck we're going to do. I have no fucking clue what it is,
Dude,
but it
it's
should be
TI3,
happening in a couple
right?
months.
TI3.
And if not, fucking Semmler the Riot at Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter and Facebook. So
And no underscores, right?
no underscores. No underscores.
Steven, shout outs, thank yous.
Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. V7, my show will be happening never. Okay.
What the fuck
good.
is that? What the hell's V7?
Guy in chat, dude.
Oh, V7.
Hi, chat, yo, man.
Oh,
Fucking,
yeah.
V7, I got fucked over. So it's not happening.
yeah,
at
you're
least for the
supposed to do
foreseeable
that.
future.
You're supposed to do that update show. That's right.
Yeah, man. Shit's dead. Shit is not happening. At least for now.
Somebody's lazy is what it is, dude.
Fuck you.
Dude, don't even give me that. I didn't know how. Dude, you could do a show. Why can't you do a show?
I could totally do a show. It's the difference between it looking fucking good and it looking like shit.
Okay. All right.
Wait, that was kind of mean. I'm sorry.
Why was that mean? You just made it mean.
I just made it mean. See, this is when the awkward Semmler kicks in. You see, after I've had a couple drinks and it's getting a little late at night, it's perfect. You know, it's awesome.
This is where James comes
We
in.
totally ended this on a good note.
Exactly. Steven, shoutouts.
Shoutouts. Thanks, everybody. I love Destiny.gg. The website is awesome. Check it out. Thanks, ChanManV, for having me on. Thanks, Semmler, for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right. For me, big thanks to... Actually, Henry, you want to say a few things before I say?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Big thanks
Thank
to
you,
Henry for doing
Thank
the
you,
questions
Henry, for
for
bringing
us.
us the questions.
Exactly. Big thanks for Henry for doing the questions because, again, when I do them, I end up like sitting there just staring like this and reading to myself and shit. So it helps a lot when Henry's around. A big thanks to Semmler for coming on the show. Always good times. Steven, of course, every single week. It's always a blast. And you can check out the VODs for this show at youtube.com/ChanManV.
Plan the show, man.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at ChanManV. You can follow this channel. It'd be awesome if you guys want to be notified whenever we go live with the show. And I've actually been playing some Dota 2 at night, believe it or not. So
Why don't you
Really?
play LoL with me, dude?
why don't you play
Really?
Dota with me so we can start in the same boat, man?
Oh, starting another
Dude,
MOBA.
you know what? I'm getting fucking Idra to play Dota. So when I get Idra to play Dota,
Dude, add me.
you're playing Dota, and you're playing Dota, and everybody's playing Dota.
Dude,
You got
add
this?
me
The
tonight,
fuck?
dude. Add me, ChanManV, dude. I'm playing bots right now, okay? That's how pathetic I am right now, right? So,
I thought Idra was playing LoL a lot.
He's playing LOL.
he's playing
Why
LoL
did-
in the arcade, man.
Husky's playing LoL. How mad are you, dude?
Dude, me?
Did you see
Husky's
Husky
playing
made a
LoL. I
post?
thought
Husky
Husky
made a
Dude, I
post.
shit all over you kids, dude. I came
I-
back to LOL for like a day, and I just destroyed. It's
Destroyed
easy.
in those 5v5 bot games?
I thought
Those
Husky
in
was
those
doing
5v5 bronze games, yo.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
Mid Annie. Yeah, man. No.
Why did Husky made a post on our League of Legends? Like, are there any famous people that can help me get good? Did you see that? It was cute.
The fuck?
I didn't
What
see
about?
that,
Hold on.
really.
What was
Yeah,
this?
you didn't see that on?
That wasn't the Olive Branch post, right? That was something
No,
else,
no,
right?
no. Wait, hold on, hold
The
on.
Nerdy Nummy one that he made. I didn't see the recent one.
Search League of Legends Husky. Sort for new. Hold on. Reddit's gone. Does anybody have a link to this thread? Oh, here it is. A friendly question/request from Husky. Smiley face.
Let me see
Isn't
this.
everybody trying to get into Dota 2? Like, Tasteless was tweeting about it the other day, going to like NASL, being like, hey.
It's the
Kinda
chic
talk Dota
thing,
2.
man.
Oh, no, he went to BTS. Sorry, he went to
Yes.
Beyond the Summit.
It's the chic thing, you know.
But,
I have LD and Gods on LCTL, and I just gotta play. Dota
It's
2
kind of
now.
like running to who's the biggest dog in the park, I guess. You know, it's like, okay, they pulled in 720,000 viewers within the first couple days of their tournament. Most likely will shatter the LoL record for Season 2. So where do you want to go, I guess? I guess it's like Dota's...
Whoa.
Yes, Illuminati just cut your ass off, bitch.
Thank God. Okay, yeah. Can we?
So-
First of all, what he said was not true.
Yeah.
Season 3 of LoL will blow the TI shit bullshit out of the water, no problem. How would it
You think... Well, dude, I mean, it's going to be in the fucking Staples Center. That's the thing. It's going to be...
Yeah.
That's going to be so dope. How many...
All I know
like,
is-
that's what I'm wondering, though. Like, how many of those tickets are they actually going to sell? Like, how much of that venue are they actually going to book? Because the Staples Center is massive. So...
Dude,
Ah.
all I know, guys, I'm gonna wrap the show on WCS
No,
Global
we can
Finals.
just keep going
BlizzCon is
on
gonna
like
whoop the
that.
shit out of both
How
of
big
those.
is the Staples Center? How many seats is that?
Isn't it like 30,000 or some shit? It's like... It's a big... I mean, it's a big fucking stadium. It's the biggest one in Los Angeles, isn't it?
The
know.
stadium? It's not a
Dude,
stadium. It's a freaking.
should do
It's a
eSports.
basketball arena. Is what it is.
It's an arena. It's a hockey arena.
It's a
But-
basketball/hockey arena. That's what it is.
Oh, fine, yeah. Lakers, whatever. They don't count. It's all about the Kings.
It's the
But-
Clips, man. It's the Clips. It's the Clips. But, all right, guys. Gonna wrap it. We'll see you
We could
guys
do this all
next
night.
week for Semmler, Destiny, and ChanManV. We will see you. Peace. I said peace. Oh my god.
You're turning
What is
into...
I meant see ya.